Day 2 of our road trip found us leaving Ashburn, Georgia, heading briefly on I-75 and then getting off into some back roads through some iconic scenery in Georgia and South Carolina. So we're heading through Camden, South Carolina. There are a lot of houses here that look like they were built before the Civil War. Whether or not they were, don't know. But they sure have beautiful architecture.
It's gorgeous.
Compared to Friday, we had minor challenges, including a stopover at Lowe's to buy replacement pins for the tow dolly, and later on a stop at Walmart to buy fuses for our RV because we discovered that one of our power ports up at the dashboard had stopped working. I think we may have overloaded it by plugging in the laptop to the power inverter.
When in Georgia, try the peach bites. Let's see. You want some deal? Do you? Oh. Okay, cute.
Look at your house you made.
That's like an actual house? Like people live there?
Maybe.
I'm gonna tell you what this tastes like. So, red light. I've been trying to tell our viewers what this bonbon tastes like.
Oh.
And this is my third attempt.
Does that mean I can go?
I guess. But it started like sponge, like a old sink sponge. Wasn't good. The peach is coming through. It's not overly sweet. Actually has some tartness to it. Oh, it's good. 6.5 out of 10.
Nice to be off of the interstates. It's much quieter. Calmer speed limits.
Much quieter.
Boom, bang, boom. There's a beautiful home right there. Just manicured. Simple. We arrived safely to our destination in South Carolina.
I see the judge is vegetarian right now. I've got Coach Gates. So let's meet our vegetarian chef. Now, first up, we have Chris Rio.
Hey gang, we're back and we're still here in Bent Mountain, Virginia on the third day of our trip, but we're actually going backward to talk to you about our second day, and Julez is excited to tell you a little bit about that.
Yes, so our second day, every stay booked through Harvest Host. We can only recommend that. It is very little money for an annual subscription. I believe it's $159 per year for about 8,000 locations, different locations nationwide. Wineries, distilleries, breweries, museums, golf courses, farms. I mean, everything. And
but then Boondockers Welcome.
well, and Boondockers Welcome is part of that
part of the
Harvest
package.
Host package as well. So that's what we did for our second day stay in
Right.
South Carolina. We decided to go with a Boondockers Welcome, which is a private residence that offers hookups. So we were just trying to play it safe, you know, having hookups the first couple of days while we were, you know, testing out a longer road trip, you know, longer than Georgia,
Right.
which is usually out, you know, the
Because
max.
we are heading to Pennsylvania. That's our first
Right.
destination.
Right. So, chose Nuns Place, Nuns place in Lancaster, South Carolina. Amazing communication, approved almost right on the spot.
Over the internet. You were able to do it through the app.
Through the app, and told them, we needed hookups, we needed electric and water, no problem, and just super easy and friendly communication.
Oh, and on Harvest Host's site, one of the things that Julez did is she immediately put down that we have dogs, we have pets,
Right.
and any place that was not pet friendly obviously would not pop up as an option. And you put the information for your rig, because some places can't handle. I mean, a rig our size is already 33 feet of a Class A plus a car behind it.
Yeah.
So that's really helpful that the app will do all that for you, so that when you get choices, and then you can look at pictures.
Right. Yeah, you can check out your site, and we thought it was perfect. And again, just the communication was exactly what we wanted. It was just open and informative and friendly. And so highlight, it was a great drive. I was worried
You're right.
that it would be too off grid. I didn't know where Lancaster, South Carolina was. And I'm a claims adjuster for the East Coast of the US. So I know a lot of places. I didn't know where Lancaster, South Carolina was. And I was a little worried with, how big we are, that it would be too off grid. No, it was amazing. It was wonderful. It was such a scenic drive, right?
That was one of those beautiful. I lived in Georgia for 3 years and traveled the state when I lived there, but I'd never been in that part of the state. And we were driving through incredibly gorgeous
beautiful.
antebellum homes. Milledgeville, Georgia was a hit. You'll see that on the video. Just beautiful homes.
Yeah.
Just beautiful country.
Yeah. So that's a highlight, and we'll show you some videos and photos of the place in a moment. Again, I will advocate for all you dog owners out there, because their backyard is fully fenced in. It must be at least half an acre of fenced yard. They have chickens, which are fenced in and secure, so no worries there. They have hummingbirds. This is wonderful. And it's just so quiet. I mean, again, highlight, just beautiful. And you want to add another highlight before I add a low light?
No, I'm good. I think we got them all.
Okay, low light. If you are a dog owner that has dogs that are a little particular and not very social towards other animals, I texted the owner of that place like an hour before, just given an ETA, and I was like, I haven't asked you this. Maybe I should ask you, are there any stray dogs, stray cats that we should look out for? She's like, honey, this is country living. You're gonna have like deer and rabbits, and we have 3 friendly yard cats, and there's a boxer running around and that barks at everybody. I was like, so be mindful of these little curveballs that could come, and just know your pets, know the area. It turned out to be just fine.
Yeah.
If you just are aware and you ask the right questions, you're gonna be fine. So what actually, what was a low light, or what could have been a low light, actually turned out to be a highlight. So
Yeah, I don't have any lowlights from yesterday.
Yeah, no, this was just
a
low
day.
light for for yourself, because at first I was like, oh Lord,
Yeah,
Oh,
no, it was no problem, but it was a little weird at first because we were staying on
somebody else's
property.
yard, yeah.
And actually, as it turned out, when we got there, they were like, "Oh, we're out to dinner in Charlotte." It turns out Lancaster, South Carolina is drivable to Charlotte, and we pulled in, set up, did what they just left instructions, hooked up water, hooked up electricity. We had our dinner, we chilled out, went to bed. I woke up in the middle of the night to the dogs barking, to which I said to Julez, that must be them coming home. Next morning, we got up and packing up, ready to leave. Their garage doors are still open. Julez's like, oh, they must have gone up to church early.
Right.
And she got a text from the host later who said, oh no, we spent the night in Charlotte. So we were at this property without even the homeowners there. So that's
amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible.
That's
but
amazing.
Again, through Harvest Host, that's what you can do, and really relaxing.
Yes.
no stress at all.
Mhm.
So that was yesterday.
Oh, I'm going to give another highlight, because if you compared Harvest Host to, let's say, like an RV resort, you're going to have to be out, you know, by like
Yep.
10, 11.
Checkout time.
Not Harvest Host. They're not going to kick you out.
Not at all.
I mean, we can't generalize. We can't speak for everybody, but
So
far,
yeah.
yeah.
And based on the sites that we have booked 15 hosts or 14 hosts, something like that.
And nobody
so,
has given us like,
No.
by this time you have to be out.